Hi, welcome back. And I wanted to follow up on my pros or cons series. So this is a series that I'm running to help to explain to you at home how to differentiate between who is a real professional trader and who are the con men, who are the imposters out there. There's obviously lots of people out there claiming to be professional traders, advertising to you, promoting to you. And it can be very hard for retail traders, retail investors to differentiate them. So my pros or cons series, I'm trying to explain to you some ways of identifying the pros and trying to obviously help you filter out and stay away from the imposters. So I'm predominantly posting these on the Threads application. So if you follow me on Threads, you'll get to see these live. A couple of them I've posted on the X platform, and also I've written some a little bit on Substack as well. So follow me on all of those social media, and you're going to see first up when I publish these. I have a number more to do. So stay tuned and keep following me on those various platforms, and you'll get to see them first. So I thought I'd update you with a few of them here on YouTube that I've posted. Again, how can you differentiate between a professional trader and one of these amateurs that is claiming to be a professional and just trying to take your money and give you something that's probably not going to help your trading? So one thing is vernacular. How do they talk? How do they express trading terms in particular? What you'll find is if you stay around real professional traders, they will talk about their trades, talk about markets in a certain way. They will use certain phrases and expressions to express the markets or their trades. And amateurs, imposters who haven't been professionals, they don't use the same trading terms. It's something that the more you hang around professional traders, the more you'll get to see this. And just an example, those of us that grew up around the futures industry or been around it, we'll use certain expressions when we're talking about futures in terms of you sell at and you pay for when we're expressing trades. That's just one example. You can tell an old school professional futures trader, they'll talk in that way, almost always. So the terms that they use can separate who's a professional and who's an amateur. Another clear sign, I see this a lot around, is how they express their P&L. Professional traders will, if they're futures traders, for example, will probably express their P&L in tick terms, how many ticks they made. And they may reference that to how many lots they're trading as well. If they are trading a fund or trading an account, they will express their P&L in basis points or percentage terms. Okay, and if they're managing some sort of fund or an account like that, they probably won't even be updating daily. They'll be telling you their sort of monthly basis point or percentage terms. The amateurs out there, the imposters, the con men, will express their P&L in monetary dollar terms. They'll tell you things like how I made $200,000 on a trade, or how I made $10,000 on a trade, or I made X thousand dollars this month. Okay, they're doing that because they want to be to really fill your head with big numbers. They think it's impressive. They think that will turn retail traders on, and frankly, it probably does. Rather than saying, I made 100 basis points this month, that doesn't mean much to most retail traders, but that's how a professional would express it. In dollar terms, that's how the amateurs do it. Now, why not dollar terms? Well, frankly, it's almost a useless metric. Someone that says they made $10,000 today might seem impressive to you, but how much leverage, how much capital did they use to make that? What's the size of their fund if they're managing a fund? And I've seen that on there. So, somebody who's very well known and is a technical analyst, posting, his daily profit figures for his hedge fund. I made $50,000 today. I made $30,000 today. No professional hedge fund trader would state their P&L in that way. I've got no idea what the size of his fund is. If he has a $100 million fund and he's making $10,000, very different for if he's got a $1 million fund making $10,000. So P&L in percentage terms, it impresses retail traders. It's designed to get retail traders to suck you in and see these sorts of numbers. But realistically, if you don't know what leverage has been using, you don't know the size of the fund, the size of the capital being employed, it's a useless metric for measuring how good, how robust, how reliable, how strong the trading is. So P&L terms, professionals just will not talk about their P&L in monetary terms. Another classic example to separate the pros from the cons is, are they pivoting to the latest new thing? You may have seen, a few years ago, people pivoting towards crypto, and in their bios, they would have, put crypto or Bitcoin in there. Perhaps in the last year or so, they've been pivoting to AI, how this new AI tool is making me money, blah, 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 blah. Okay. True professionals have an edge. They have an edge in a certain aspect of the markets. They don't tend to have an edge everywhere. And they generally stick to their edge. Of course, they're always looking for new angles, but certainly, they won't keep coming up with the new big thing all the time. And it's very unlikely that a trader, these guys, as soon as crypto became popular, they suddenly found their edge in crypto. And now AI is a big thing all around the internet. They've suddenly found great edge in AI too. Very unlikely that's happened. So it's something, to me, it's a massive danger sign. When I just see people pivoting to the next big thing, to me, all they're doing is looking for clicks. They're looking for relevance. They're trying to build profile. That's all it's about. This is a sales technique. Real traders, professionals, keep to their edge. And, while they explore elsewhere, they're not pivoting, when every new big thing happens. So to me, that's a massive red flag, a massive warning sign to stay away. And the last one for today is selling a lifestyle. The people that are when they're showing, if you see adverts out there or they're talking about things and they're talking about fancy cars or traveling first class in luxury in airlines, or they're by the swimming pool and they're trying to clearly sell you this lifestyle, to me, that's a massive red flag as well. I'm not saying the traders can't do well. I'm just saying a professional trader would never sell the industry that way. Professional traders know this is a very difficult business. If anything, that's what we spend most of the time talking about, the grind, the hard work. It's the imposters who are trying to sell you a lifestyle. And whilst professional traders love trading, they love the business, they're not necessarily out there to sell trading to people. They're not trying to persuade you to trade. They generally will say, if you decide to trade, we'll help you. But they're not necessarily trying to sell it to you and trying to say, if you take up trading, look at this wonderful lifestyle you're going to have. Because professional traders know that for most people, that's not going to happen. So the people that are, you can trade for 10 minutes a day and around the pool and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, they're not professional traders. That's not the story that any professional trader I know will tell. So there's just a few. I'm going to talk about many more on those apps. So particularly on Threads, if you want to follow me there, you'll get these more lifetime. And again, just trying to get you to filter through the junk in this industry, keep away from the junk, and keep in contact with those traders that are true professionals that can really offer you some help. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.